Thank you, friends. Shabbat Shalom. Greetings to you all. Now, I hope you all had a fantastic Valentine's Day, and I feel you, each and every one of you, are the Valentines of the world, spreading love and goodwill wherever you may go. And if you're not, well then, you can always begin to. Now, we may be who we are. We may be who we become. We may be who we want to be, but maybe we are not. And if so, we can always change. We can always take stock of our lives, our souls, ourselves. We can do the things we meant and want to do. We can say the things we meant to say. You know, friends, we always think there is plenty of time, but it is the one irreplaceable element of life, so please do not wait to say what needs to be said. We've experienced the great epiphany. God himself has become known, and I say himself, because the biblical man, the God that we're talking about, did have a gender. And that gender was male. And so I will often say him in reference to biblical quotes and references, but I do try and stay gender neutral. In general, talk about the deity. And then we're given a list of things to do, to build, to become. And it, like so much else in life, begins with instructions. Exodus 27:20, Tetzaveh. And you shall command the children of Israel. Now, just what is God telling Moses to command the people? Well, we are into the rules and regulations section, and remember what I said. Do not see these as simple, dry, boring lists of orders. There are fantastic allusions and symbols and metaphors in these rules, sometimes far more powerful than the ones in the stories, partly because the story took you away and captured your imagination in a different fashion. Now, the first instruction is to bring oil for the lamp that they will build. In the tent of meeting, outside the pavilion that is over the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall arrange it from evening until morning in front of he who causes being an eternal law through the generations from the children of Israel. Of course, none of the things mentioned, or which are to be built, exist yet. And so this may have been added by the people who were already familiar with the accoutrements of the tabernacle much, much later. But it has led to a constant to be found in every synagogue everywhere in the world, the Ner Tamid, the eternal flame. Just mention it. Everyone pictures the flame in front of the ark, burning on, shining brightly. And even my befuddled brain is shining brightly. Quite insane. Now, of course, what it really was saying was the lamp is to be lit every evening and is to burn till morning. And this is what shall be an eternal law, to be fulfilled by the priests, the descendants of Aaron. But we have made the law about the flame being eternal so that it burns in perpetuity. Now, what a symbol, light. The opening of Genesis, don't forget, is a separation of light from darkness, as light is the one true creation. A symbol of hope, of courage, of love, of good, of knowledge. Light is a symbol of everything we view as good. And you may have noticed that I use it in my logo. And we cling to it in our darkest moments, and we carry it in the recesses of our hearts, our minds, our souls, to always illuminate the dark paths that we may have to face. Now, they're also given instructions for the priestly vestments, including the fantastic mystical and mythical breastplate of judgment with the 12 stones representing the 12 tribes, the 12 signs of the zodiac, the 12 individual energies of the months of the year, to be worn over the heart. And the heart was understood to be the organ of feeling and understanding, close to God. And friends, we hold things in our hearts, symbols of closeness, symbols of love, like a scrapbook of memories. And the amazing Urim and Thummim, one of only 4 means of communicating directly with God, only mentioned a few times in the Bible, but understood and revered by all who understood, knew what it was. And we have a fantastic section on the Urim and Thummim on our webpage, so please take a look and ask the question that lives in the repository of your heart. Now, some people accumulate things, and others accumulate memories and feelings, the things that can never be taken away. This list of things we read about are all gone, but each one holds spiritual significance and point to the process of holiness. For it is a process we go through without even realizing it. See, after the destruction of the first temple in Jerusalem and the loss of the ark, the tablets, the tabernacle, and the Urim and Thummim, much of the feeling for the sacred must have been lost. And since the destruction of the Second Temple, our sense of the sacred is diminished even more. That's why reading these sections and understanding their internal representations in your life brings them back to reality. What you feel, what you believe is your reality, and each of our realities is different because each of our hearts, our minds, our souls is different. Take a look at the inventory of what you were just presented with. The Mishkan, a movable tabernacle to house your sacred space and sacred time, an amazing lamp, a menorah, with its 7 branches of light, the magic sacred number of the Torah and of creation, one for each of the planets, and what they represent from initiation to expansion to self, to throw light on your darkest times, so you need never fear. The Aron Kodesh, the sacred ark or holy box, which lives within your tabernacle and houses the covenant, the agreement, the testimony between you and God, always there for you to see. The breastplate of the high priest with the communicator built in to allow you to ask questions and get a direct answer. The stones on the breastplate for each tribe, each constellation, each sign, so the whole year and each month's unique energy are included. The tablets of God, the simple rules to live by, based on moral and ethical law, a historic first, and a bridge between cosmic and earthly. You now carry each of these things within you. Try to realize it's all within yourself, and life flows on within you and without you. And so this, of all the parts of the Torah, is a natural section to begin your own personal meditations, to have each of these fantastic tools available for you anytime, any place. And you can do this by just resting back very comfortably, closing your eyes, just resting back in the way that's most comfortable for you right now, just resting your hands on your thighs or on the arms of the chair, and seeing there's an opportunity to take a deep breath and become at peace with your world, at one with yourself, in a comfortable, tension-free, free-flowing moment of eternity. And while in this special place of yours, you can enter the tabernacle, the abode of God that you carry within, where you are bathed in divine light, integrated, whole, accepting of your totality and the divine that you radiate by being you and being in peace. Where you can access the light of the menorah, the energies of the breastplate of judgment, the gift of divine communication, all there, all the time, anytime you wish. What a fantastic thing to have available. And to signify the importance of the priesthood, the holy. They are to be anointed. And friends, the first use in the Bible of the Hebrew word Mashiach occurs. It's later conscripted for the kings of Israel, as both Saul and David are referred to as Mashiach. And later still, it takes on the form of the awaited Mashiach, the Messiah, the anointed one. But here, my friends, you see its origin in the anointing of the priesthood. And you are all priests, for you are a holy people to God. And how are they sanctified, my friends? Well, there's a sacrifice of 1 bull, 2 rams, and as we are told in Exodus 29:2, an unleavened bread. You see, unleavened bread is the food of the priests. And every year, the Torah commands its holiest festival as the festival of unleavened bread, Passover, to celebrate freedom. So when Passover rolls around this and every year, my friends, do not disdain but relish the matzah that you eat, the unleavened bread. It is an amazing opportunity because on Passover, all Israelites, all who wrestle with God, behave like priests, eating no leaven. You elevate yourself to the status of holy. So the next time you read that it was the bread of haste, you will know it was and is the bread of holiness. And so we see that holiness is a condition. It comes from exposure to the divine and can be spread like a contagion. Coming into contact with holy makes you holy. Spread that holiness by your love, your goodwill, your beautiful smiles. Gray skies are going to clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Bye-bye, birdie. Friends, this is fantastic stuff. And people do get bored reading about these things, but do not get lost in the details of these parshas, or you will miss an incredible statement. Exodus 29:45, and I shall tent among the children of Israel, and I shall be God to them, and they will know that I am Adonai their God, who brought them out from the land of Egypt for me to tent among them. I am he who causes being their God. You see, once all of these things are established, once these things are created, then God will meet with Moses and the people there. God will be present among the people. God will be their God, and they will know that he who causes being is their God. And believe it or not, this is one of the most crucial passages in the Torah, because it is the basis of all the law and most of the episodes that will come in Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And it also marks the most significant transition in the Bible, leading to the ultimate disappearance of God. The world is sacred, my friends, and so is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish, celebrate your life and the lives of those you love, share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light and all who live in the light, and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, and end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we are a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other. We share this ride together, men and women equally. Let us send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, good healing to everybody who needs it. And please do learn to love, learn to forgive. Follow that call of freedom. Its festival is coming, and honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have, and remember, the journey is yours to enjoy. We take twists and turns in the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our effort to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love and share the light with all who live in the light and all who need the light. As the great Hank Williams sang, I saw the light, yes, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow in sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Bless you all. Have a fantastic week, a week of love and light and peace and healing and thanks. And send your goodwill to those who need it, and keep on dreaming, keep on being, keep teaching, keep sharing, keep shining. And thank you all for joining me. Shabbat Shalom. Take care. See you all next week. Bye.